You're watching This Is Pentecost Fellowship Ministries with Pastor Tamara Bennett. Pentecost is not a denomination, it is an experience.
So here this woman that has this issue of blood, and the Bible said that she had it for 12 years. The Bible said that it was so bad that this woman spent every dollar she had going from doctor to doctor, from specialist to specialist, from an HMO to a PPO, doing everything she could to try to get an answer why I can't get this condition healed. And then she reached a point that the Bible said that the more she pressed and the more that she cried, the worse that it got, till she lost everything that she had. And this woman then had to calculate herself and say enough is enough, and if nothing else can help me, what do I have to lose? Now, the part that makes this story so great is because the custom of that time was that when women were, excuse me for the better phrase, of their monthly, when women were at that stage of their life that month, and they were always told to stay away. They couldn't touch men. They had to stay away out of the tabernacle, out of the saints, out of the presence of the minister. They couldn't be touched and around men because they were considered filthy during that time. They were considered very unclean during that time. Yes. Now, that's what makes this story catapult just a little bit more, because that meant that this woman had to risk going out of the custom and tradition of people. She had to risk that they would stone her or cast her aside. But the truth of the matter is, she felt like, I'm dying anyway. I've lost everything I have anyway. And so her desperation said, I really ain't got nothing to lose. And so the Bible said that in the midst of this multitude of people that were following Jesus, he had his boys, he had the disciples, and they were all around him. And then all of a sudden, as the people around him, the Bible said Jesus stopped. He said, wait a minute, virtue just left me. Yeah. Why? Because Jesus was in tune with the wind. Everybody around him, his disciples saw with the carnal eye, and they kind of dissed Jesus just a little bit. Excuse me, Jesus, I'm just saying, like, how could you dare say that somebody touched you when everybody is around us and throwing themselves out you? And he said, because there's a difference. I wasn't touched by a flesh. I was touched by somebody in the spirit. I need y'all to help me. I need you to help me. Somebody was willing to go out of themselves. Somebody was willing to go out of custom and tradition. Somebody didn't care what others thought of them. Somebody was ready to live or die. They thrust to touch me. I need some praise right there. I need you to praise him. I need you to praise him. And the Bible said that the woman was healed at the very moment that the issue that she touched the virtue of God, Jesus, and touched the hem of his garment. The Bible said she dried up, and when the disciples began to say that, here comes the woman, scared and all, but she can't help it. I just love him. She can't help it. I got to tell you what he did for me. And the Bible said, she said, it was me. I'm the one that touched you. Great is your faith. Clap those hands and help me to praise him. Get up in the car. Come on. Jesus was moved by the wind. I worry as God began to call all of us to his cause. I worry about those that keep looking at the people and won't get up in the mind of God, that's worried about what others might say and worried about what others think and not getting caught up in the cause. I don't care about you talking about me and the suffering that I go through. You ain't the one that called me. You ain't the one that can deliver me. I know what I'm going through. Might look painful to you, but it's a reward on the end of this. They that live godly got a suffer this. Clap those hands and tell them, yes, Lord. Come on. Hey. He's given me everything I wanted, everything I've needed. It's more than enough for all of the days that I pleaded. And it's sweeter than I could imagine, greater than I could conceive. By giving him my heart, trusting and believing, he's given me everything I wanted, everything I needed. It's more than enough. I hear the souls of our children crying, and we will go to the Father, because prayer have been prayed over our children. Prophecy have been made over our children. The devil is a liar. You will not have them.
God has made you a prince, young men. Young ladies, he's made you princesses. He's made us kings and queens.
It was an experience. I don't feel the same.
It's just mind-blowing.
It is truly an experience.
The workshops were really great.
God answered a lot of questions.
Now, does that mean that faith and trust are
The hand of God is absolutely on your life.
The power of God.
Yes.
New York,
Hawaii, New Jersey, Holland. Nations came. He wants nations.
Our next conference, we want to be there.
Satan has a problem here because something has started in Sacramento.
God just really came in this youth conference and gave everyone a good blessing.
I envision thousands and thousands of young people weeping before the presence of the Lord.